With this being the final season, the question is, does it end well for anybody on the show and for the show itself? Now, that's a question that I can only answer for certain people out there. And there are certain reasons why.
Okay.
I'll talk about them boys over here.
What are they up to now?
No good.
Of course.
Ever, man. But they better get it together because this is the last time.
Yeah.
This is the final season. Season number 5 for the boys.
Things weren't looking too good at the end of last season.
And they ain't looking good now.
Mm-hmm.
And what did that mean? Does that mean it's not looking good for them? Or does that mean it ain't looking good for the show? Because, man, listen, with this being the final season, the question is, does it end well for anybody on the show and for the show itself? Now, that's a question that I can only answer for certain people out there. And there are certain reasons why.
Okay.
But I will tell you what those boys have been up to. So if you've been watching the boys, then you know everything that's been going on. You know the characters, you know the situation, you know the premise. I mean, we'll elaborate a little bit more what's happening this season. But like I said, if you have been watching the boys, then feel free to keep watching the review. We have fun discussions. But if you have been watching, there will be some details that you might not be very clear on. I'll try to put it all out there as much as I can without putting too much information because after all, this has been on since 2017?
Has it been since then?
It's been 9 years that this has been on.
Wow.
So yeah, if you ain't caught up by now, if you don't know me by now, you will never know them boys.
Well, this season doesn't premiere, till tomorrow?
Till tomorrow, yeah.
Okay, so you got a day to watch the first 4 seasons.
Yeah, watch that on that, the 2 times the speed. Yeah, you can do it. I believe in you. But for right now, let's go ahead and watch this trailer for The Boys. Season 5, the final season, and I will try to answer for you and for Martin, because Martin, you didn't get this. I'm so sorry. But I will answer that question for you as much as I can to whoever I can. Does it end well? Nah, don't do that. Again, if you've been watching this show, you know that is bad news. This man was put in the refrigerator for a reason, and now he's back. Soldier Boy.
Did you fuck me?
What?
Is this some kind of incest thing?
No.
Then what the fuck is this?
We need, as you can see, still an asshole too. And as you can see, this show is still The Boys.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, man. Right when you think.
Wait, would you think that?
Yeah. Well, you think nothing's gonna shock you. You think, oh man, the things they say ain't that bad, and you start watching it, and you're like, no, listen, I'm 54 years old, been watching this shit for 9 years, and I'm still watching it. They're like, what? What did they do? Did he say that?
To prepare America for my ascension.
So
I see they brought Jared Padalecki in there.
Who is that?
Well, him and the actor Jason Eccles, who's a Soldier Boy. They were
yeah, they brought him. Yeah, okay, they were in what is it?
Supernatural.
Supernatural. Yeah, I saw an Instagram where he was giving a shout out to them, and I made that connection. But okay, so to try to answer this question, does it end well? If you don't like the direction that this show has been going in just the last couple of seasons, then no. It doesn't end well. It don't start well.
Okay.
Yeah, because listen, this show started out as a satire of superheroes and the corporations that shield them out.
Right.
All of the ones that make the money off those properties. And then it went from that to a very political show.
Yeah.
Yeah, somewhere along the way it shifted into politics, and the show started getting criticized for being too political because a lot of people said that it had a liberal agenda. It was anti-right propaganda, and what's that word?
I said no.
Oh, too late.
Why'd you do that?
I didn't have to even do it, man. You knew what I was saying. Why did I do that? But in true boys fashion, this show sat back and said, you know what? With all the attitude of the boys, it sat back and said, you, and it dug in even harder
Sure.
this season. So if you hated the politics then no, this does not. It doesn't even start well because it's very social conscious commentary that's going on here, man. And I'll tell you something. It does not end well for me either.
Is that right?
And that's one of the biggest compliments I could give this show.
Okay.
Because to answer your question, Martin, this is an 8-episode season right here.
They gave you 6.
Those fools gave me 7.
Oh, really?
Playing with my playing with my heart, teasing my balls. I was like, man, I know, because what, man?
Oh, you want to know what happens? Well, wait 7 weeks.
7 weeks. You bitches, man. You shouldn't play with people like this, man. Man, because listen, let me tell you what happened. Man, episode 7 ended. It was something big. And I was looking at my computer like this. I was hooked. And then y'all playing. And because they know what they're doing, because then at the bottom of the screen, that little square showed up saying, next episode. I was like, you goddamn right. And I pressed that episode as quickly as I could, and it re-showed 7. I was like, you should have seen me, man. I was like Homelander, like, I shot lasers from my eyes. Oh, man, this season's good.
Okay, good.
Right, seriously, like at number 7, episode 7, I was way into it. Now, there are some criticisms I have here for this show. But, man, they have a lot that they're doing. And for the most part, they're doing a lot of this stuff very well.
Okay.
Very well,
okay,
man.
Good.
So needless to say, I enjoyed this season. And now I got to wait. Man, y'all should have just not even given me this. I don't even want to review this no more.
Okay, even with Invincible, they gave us only 6.
They gave us 6, and that was good.
Yeah.
And, but those weeks went by pretty fast. And fortunately, we have a lot of things to keep us occupied. But, man, I cannot wait to see where this is going. I like the political commentary in this comic book show. Because our government is sillier than a comic book right now.
Right. I mean, that's always the fear, is that you'll watch The Boys and go like, this is outrageous. But you turn on the news now and you're like, well, it ain't that outrageous.
No, the only thing I'm missing are real superpowers.
Yeah.
Shit, Trump would be Homelander if he could.
Oh, easily.
Yeah. That fool, shit, he's on TV looking like that. Yeah. Yeah, man. And the parallels are crazy, but man, I'm just saying that I'm glad that superheroes are having something to say.
Yeah.
Shit's gotten so real right now that even make-believe characters got to get involved. Because Daredevil, so you saw all of Daredevil.
Yeah.
Now, I don't know where Daredevil goes, but from what little I've seen 3 episodes of Daredevil. A lot of parallels between that show and this one, man.
Well, I figured they'd be doing ICE stuff with the troops,
man.
just snatching people and sending them to camps.
Yeah. Superheroes are trying to right now, superheroes are trying to save the real world with super commentary because that's what Daredevil's doing and that's what this show is doing, man. Daredevil in this show, they got some of the exact same themes. You have a ruthless, violent supervillain who gains political power through violence and propaganda. That's the Kingpin, and that's your boy Homelander right here. They use these Gestapo police forces out here to round people up and to intimidate people and anyone who opposes them, labeling them terrorists, and then for some of them taking them to concentration camps. They do that here. The first episode opens with them doing pretty much a jail bust from a concentration camp.
Oh, very one battle after another.
But yeah, man. Like really, this has been a big theme between one battle after another, Daredevil, and now this. Yeah, man, this ain't a time for no escapism.
Right?
You ain't escaping shit.
Man, escape that camp.
Still, yeah, people. Even if you agree with this show's politics, it's a depressing reflection of how stupid the real world has gotten, man. So if you're looking for light, fun escapism, this ain't it. But the social commentary is the strength right now of this show and some other shows. And I'll explain why in a little bit. I don't want everything dark and dour, but I'm happy to see these shows be so insightful because it makes for some very smart writing. You know, you've seen these characters go through what you go through, which makes the stakes higher because they're relatable.
Sure.
And man, there's just something cathartic about seeing these characters fight evil in ways where we just feel helpless. So it's nice to see them
Sure.
out there.
That's your escapism.
Yeah. No, it's great to see them out there doing their thing, and of course, doing their thing in only the way the boys can. You know, Butcher got chest dicks coming out of his body now.
Oh, Butcher. I tried sticking up for you, but
yeah. I would love. See, this is why I would wish you had seen this. I would love to see how you would perceive some of the way the characters are. Because listen, if there's anything bad about this, I'm saying that this thing has got some, it's not perfect. There's some things I could criticize here, but for the most part, they're doing a great job with everything they have going on. But that's the thing, man. It's a lot going on. So I can't really even say how this show is or give it a rating, because everything's gonna depend on that last episode. And they got a lot going on in this show. And I don't know how they're going to wrap it up in that last episode, man. It makes me wonder if that last episode is going to be rushed.
Yeah.
And if that's the only thing that could kill all of this. If they don't, they pull something like a Game of Thrones or what do you call that show that was just on? Stranger Things, where things just wrap up way too quickly.
Yeah, things just magically happen.
Yeah. So to set this up, man, like I was telling you before, man. So this opens with some characters here. We got Huey, Frenchie, and Mother's Milk. Now Huey's not right here in this scene, right? But y'all know Huey. That's played by what's your man? What's his dad's name?
Quaid.
Jack Quaid. Yeah. Huey and Frenchie and Mother's Milk, they're in a concentration camp and they're broken out by Butcher. And they are now trying to develop a virus that would kill all soups, including the soups that they love, because some people now fall in love with some soups. Huey and Starlight are a thing.
Right.
And they're trying to help the rebellion because Starlighter she started this whole movement, and now all these people are being targeted as Starlight supporters. They're the ones that Homelander's labeling as terrorist, anti-American, getting them round up and taking them to places where they just disappear. What do they call those cities, man, where people rise up?
You mean sanctuary cities?
Sanctuary cities.
Okay.
Yeah, man. So yeah, man. And along the way, they discover like another compound, like extra strength V.
Yeah, I heard them saying that, like, is what, compound 1 or V1 that gives you immortality? Yeah.
It's it's the one that makes you immortal. And they're like, fuck, if Homelander gets that, we're done. It's finished. Where I stopped, like I said, I honestly feel like this could be rushed, man, because now we're starting to enter on that 7th episode. On that 7th episode, we're entering a whole new chapter. If this was continuing, man, this is a whole
set up for the next season.
Yeah, it's a whole world changing thing that happens. And I'm like, and we just gonna finish this?
Okay.
In next episode?
So it sounds like either the final episode needs to be 2 hours long, or it's either going to be rushed, or they're going to some plot threads are just not going to get wrapped up.
Yeah,
and that'll be the thing where they go like, well, they're going to make a movie.
Like, no, don't.
I hate that. I hate that.
Do this shit now.
When the series is done, and so they're going to make a movie. It's like, it's not going to be that good. And yeah, you should have wrapped it up when you had the series going.
And with the production that you have with shows today, we don't need to take that to a movie. Listen, you had Star Trek movies because Star Trek looked like shit on TV, or they're like shit, but the effects were not as good as they were in the theaters.
Yeah.
Now you don't need to go to a theater to wrap something up. Right. Streaming was just as good as movies now.
Sure.
So yeah, man. So that, it's so good that it has me worried. And if they can maintain the quality that they've had so far, we should be okay.
Now, with a lot of series, the episode right before the finale is the best one. Especially with series, with like season finales.
Well, there's still something big that has to happen.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm not going to say what it is. So that's why I'm like, all right, if you can do this one thing, that will make everybody happy.
Mm-hmm.
So if you can just knock that out, that'll be a big move. But man, I would tell you one of the things that's going on with this being the last season, and there's Huey looking dumb as usual. He's more of a badass in this season.
Oh,
though.
sure.
Oh, yeah. No,
by this point.
Boy, Huey has been through so much shit.
Mm-hmm.
Huey has stuck a cake up his ass. He has swallowed so much blood.
Yeah.
He's always getting splattered with blood. And he just don't care anymore, man. Like that's not confused. That's angry now. He's just irritated all the time. Like there was a time he would never buck up to Butcher.
Oh yeah, early on, but
Yeah.
but there came a point. I feel like it was midway through the series where he got sick of Butcher's shit.
Oh yeah, he's sick of everybody. Yeah, I actually like Huey, man. But man, being that this is the last season, and so you have everybody's arc, their story arcs coming to a close, and that's probably made these characters as strong as they've been in a long time. Even though some of the satire on these characters is really obvious, but the performances are great. I mean, needless to say, Anthony Starr as Homelander. What I say is, he's the writing is obvious. I mean, he's Trump.
Yeah,
and the show's not even trying to hide it. But they hit everything. He's narcissistic. He needs to be loved so bad this season that now he wants to be seen as a god.
Oh,
he's like, I'll create a religion around me.
Oh,
and if you don't believe in it, then there's consequences.
That'd be shocking. But this week, Trump keeps saying he's Jesus Christ.
Exactly. But man, the parallels are like everybody who's doing this right now. They were like, man, we didn't know this shit was going to happen. We thought
we were trying to get ahead of it.
Yeah, we thought we were being crazy. Like, there's no way real life is like this. So run with that. And man, life is beating these comic book shows. Shit. Trump is giving Homelander a run for his money, man. Listen, it fits the character perfectly. I mean, it's not like all of a sudden they said, hey, we should make this character like Trump.
No, he's always been that way.
He's always been that way. And it's just a coincidence that that the timing was right where they're like, well, we can base this character off this guy because they've been the same the whole time. Mm-hmm. Yeah. And this season, man, he's the most terrifying he's ever been.
Because, saying a lot.
Because he's crazier. Like he's insane now. Which he's unstable, which is making him very unpredictable. Mm-hmm. Like he's having like more hallucinations now.
Oh no.
Delusions of grandeur. Mm-hmm. Like he has people come out telling him, no, you are God. Mm-hmm. And that's why he's doing this. And the thing is, man, you want him dead in so many ways, but it's not just because he's evil, but it's that dude, you're never gonna be happy.
Oh yeah.
Just put him out of his misery. Mm-hmm. I hate Homelander, and that's a great thing because Anthony Starr as Homelander does an amazing job. It's a good hate.
Yeah.
And it's again, I forgot how tense it was to watch this show with this character because he's so more unpredictable now that anytime somebody comes into a room with him, they could die. Anyone.
Oh, I know. That's been the thing with him every time. Matter of fact, back when I was like the opening episode, I don't know if it was last season, that character was basically Daredevil, except, it was his hearing. And he was alone with him. I was just like, he was all happy. I was like, man, things are not going to work out. See, there it goes.
Yeah, shut up. Yeah, man. I've been so tense and nervous watching this show again, which is a great thing. Mm-hmm. But also, man, there's a lot of people in the show that just are scared of him, but there's also just this pity for him. Mm. And there are a lot of people who, even though they're terrified, they're just kind of like, I just feel bad for you. Cause you're just never gonna be happy. You're pathetic. You're terrifying. And no, I ain't gonna say that shit to you. Some people do. Some people man, listen.
Well, I know at least one character who's not afraid to tell him like it is.
Oh yeah. No, there are so many people out there that they just feel sorry for this guy. And they should. Because there's nothing that's gonna help this guy be happy at all, and you realize that, it's like you want to be a god, and even though you're gonna, and then what?
Yeah.
You're always gonna find something to complain about.
Mm-hmm.
It's just like, kill this dude. Shit, even better help can't help this dude. And listen, now I'm sorry for that segue, but if anybody needed better help,
that one works.
if anybody needed it, it's him, and it ain't gonna work. But you are not a crazy superhero or supervillain, all right? You should use this.
You don't know me.
Well, that's true. I don't know what powers you got, but you don't look. You ain't somebody who shoots lasers from the eyes, who has a god complex.
Again, you don't know me.
I better quit messing with you then. Well, you making me nervous. I might need some better help talking to you. I'm a little stressed out right now, which is what online therapy is for. You know, online therapy is there to help you with things that are stressing you out. I mean, because a lot of people think you go there for some serious mental problems. No, man. Listen, you know, you're stressed out about money, your relationship, just trying to organize your home, your life. You know, going to therapy can help with that. Even better, online therapy is good for that. And the best place to start for that is BetterHelp. And BetterHelp is great because over 30,000 therapists are with BetterHelp, making it the world's largest therapy platform, having served over, get this more, 6 million people.
Get out of here.
I will not get out of here. Around the globe, everybody. It works because it has an average of 4.9 out of 5 for a live session based on over 1.7 client reviews right there. And here's something that's really going to put you at ease to start with. Folks, if you put in this code right here, BetterHelp.com/doubletoasted, you will get 10% off your first month. That's BetterHelp.com/doubletoasted. I want to thank BetterHelp for sponsoring this portion of the show. And I want to thank all of you out there for your support. You put my mind at ease. Back to this review. Anthony Starr is so great in this because, well, this, you know, he owns this character now. This is his show.
Sure.
You know, this is one of the first times I've seen like a supervillain just really be the highlight of that show, besides the Joker or something like that.
Yeah.
But man, you know, as terrified as he is, people come to see what he's gonna do next. But he has, he's given a lot of great people to act off of. And Jensen Ackles, man. Jensen Ackles is great in this, man. And at first when he comes on screen, you're like, oh, not you.
I know.
man, we had enough trying to deal with this dude. Like, oh, why you let this man go? Why you thaw his ass out? But, and you know what? Because he's a bigger asshole than Homelander. He's more dangerous than Homelander. But there are moments there where he's actually likable. And I tell you why, because in the last season, you just kind of like, sometimes you felt bad for Homelander because that's Homelander's dad. And he just treated him like shit.
Right.
But man, he's the one that's constantly putting Homelander in his place. He's the one that's always telling him, like, look at you. This is just sad. What are you doing? You ain't no god. You a bitch. He sees through all his bullshit, man. And he just says a lot of things that make sense.
Yeah.
Yeah, he just calls out the bullshit for what it is, man. And there's a point where he's actually kind of cool. It was like, damn, you got to settle your ass down a little bit. I never thought I'd see this with you, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, you know.
We're racist from 1940s.
Oh, boy. Man, this is what I love about this show. This show ain't afraid to be racist, man. They got a chick in here, Sister Sage. I forgot the actress's name. She's very good. She's the smartest person in the world. And Soldier Boy comes in and he says, I don't take no orders from no black women. Last time I took orders from a black woman was from Nell Carter back in 1980 something with a cock ring. Shit. He's this weird. He's always yelling all this weird shit that nobody knows. People that don't, like people like I'm 25. I don't know what you're talking about.
Yeah, Nell Carter. I had to think back to that reference.
Yeah, you don't know no Nell Carter. You don't. Soldier Boy does. Apparently he had sex with her. Yeah, I liked it to let him be racist, but that's the thing. Is after a while, you're just kind of like, okay, he's one of them old dudes who's a product of your time.
Yeah.
And he actually is speaking a lot of sense.
Sure.
Now I'm talking about people that have acted with Anthony Starr as Homelander. Paul Reiser, who is a movie executive here. Man,
You can tell just from his shake.
Oh yeah, we gave it away. Him and Homelander have a great scene.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's not even like played up for laughs or anything. Like it's a real. He gives Homelander a really good speech, man, and that scene is amazing. And there's other people who are getting their moment to shine. That's the thing about having this many seasons, and that's one of the great things about this season is seeing the people who are actually coming in and getting a little more story. Mother's Milk, Laz Alonso, or Oz.
Yeah.
Oz Green. Boy, he's so Oz, man. We're talking about our friend from New York who he don't look like him exactly, but man, they got so many mannerisms that are alike. He gets more story here, man.
Oh, that's good.
He goes, and actually, it's not like background or anything like that. He goes through change.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, and Mother's Milk is a great character. And you also find out the origin of his name.
Oh,
this
okay.
time, which, if you've ever read the books, I guess they explain it.
Yeah, I forgot.
Yeah, man. And you talking about Butcher because you're like, man, I don't like you no more.
Well, I mean, there was like seasons ago when you were like, man, Butcher's an asshole. I was like, no, man, Butcher's just doing what he has to do. That's how he goes hard. And then last season, I was like, yeah, okay, you're right, Butcher.
You know what, man? You are like that. You're like, man, this guy. But then that's the impressive thing that they do with Butcher because it's like, man, this dude. And then later on, you're like, well, maybe he's right.
I ain't saying he's not right. Because he does have his eye on the prize the whole time.
Oh, he's too obsessive with it, man. Yeah, man. He does some really cruel things to some people. And you never know when Butcher's like trying to play people or when he's serious.
I did take umbrage when they had him push away Ryan, Homelander's son, because he had made a promise to take care of him. And pushing him away, I'm like, you know, if you do this, he's just going to go be Homelander Jr. What are you thinking? Like, I was like, from a writing wise, I was like, this doesn't make sense for this character to do this.
Man, he does Ryan dirty in this one too.
Really?
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay.
He looking at him right now. I'm lazy your ass right now. No, Ryan, who is Homelander's son. And I forgot the kid who plays him, man, but he's really good. But yeah, he's dogged out by everybody in this show, man. It's like this kid can't catch a break.
Dang.
Yeah, he's actually one of the characters I feel bad for the most. He's looking for some guidance. He's confused. He's also very dangerous.
Yeah.
This is the most dangerous you've seen him. He does a little, he does a little dirt too, but man, you feel bad for him. He's getting dogged out by a lot of people in really bad ways, physically and emotionally.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, and I felt bad for Orion, man.
Yeah, I imagine his grandfather wouldn't be too kind to him.
Man, nobody wants this kid. Everybody like this little bastard. Yeah, people either trying to use him or they don't get him or beating his ass or something. Yeah, Ryan is dogged out. And this is the boys, man. So one of the things that sometimes my stomach just clenches, like, okay, just how weird and sick are they gonna get? And one of the characters that these characters keep getting more bizarre.
Yeah.
Especially Ashley, man.
Oh, yeah.
Ashley Barrett, who's now the vice president, which is she's just a puppet.
Right.
Like there's a puppet president and she's a puppet vice president, played by Colby Menifee, who's great in his role, man. But man, the show just keeps abusing this girl. Yeah.
Right. They showed her last season where she didn't have any hair.
Oh, it gets even grosser.
Oh.
Yeah, there's a twist here that's it's just bizarre.
Okay.
Yeah. I won't even tell you.
No.
It's just nasty. Yeah, it's just
let me find out.
Yeah, man. The show also might not end well, depending on how religious you are. It might be better depending on if you're anti-religious. But this show, it skewers religion this time, man. It's very critical of religion, especially gets listen, you can criticize it for being anti-religious because it does come in and they have characters who call religion out. And they also are trying to be fair where they're saying, hey, some characters who are still, believers and they make a case for them. They're not trying to vilify them or make fun of them, but it is very critical and characters say some very straightforward things about religions that would, by some people, would be blasphemy. But it's really taking aim at all the hypocrites who claim to worship Jesus and are easily manipulated into worshiping false idols, which is a big story with Homelander and his whole thing about forming a religion. And there's just so many suckers out there who just, ready to follow anything. But we do get some great characters from that. One of the best new characters, and I think they might have introduced him last season, but now is his show. All right, this is his time to shine, and that is Oh Father.
Yeah, I don't think he was last season.
Okay, man, that's David Diggs.
Okay.
Yeah.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah, man. Like they had this one girl, Firecracker, and that character is really good. Let's see if I can find her, man. She's an old country ass girl,
Right.
who's always trying. She's one of those Bible thumping Jesus girls.
Yeah. She's sucking up the Homelander, lactating to keep him on her side.
Yeah, she sure was. Yeah,
Which I think that actress was getting harassed in public.
she was getting harassed. She talked about that.
Yeah.
She's a great actress, and this role is great that she's in, man. You really don't like the character because she's a major hypocrite. But man, David Diggs is as Oh Father. He's amazing in this.
Yeah.
So this guy became famous from Hamilton, and they even give him a musical number here.
Okay.
Yeah, it's a good number too.
Okay.
Yeah, man. He's probably the best new cast member that they have. Yeah, I love that dude, man. It's still violent as hell, man. With this, I've watched this and seen so many heads explode now.
You just get used to it.
Man, yeah, at this point, man, I'm just numb to all the perversion and the violence here. It's I've seen so many heads explode now. I'm just numb to it. I don't even shake my head at it no more. What I do shake my head at is all the nasty shit that they do. They do, like every season out nasties the other one. I'm just looking at it, just shaking my head like, damn, y'all childish, man. And I mean, because you're looking at like, what the y'all thinking doing this? I am more shocked by the perversions than I am by the violence now. You already had a guy who, the bad guy with a super dick. You knew balls were gonna be next.
Yeah.
They got a cat girl who is fine as hell, but is way too much like a cat.
Okay.
That's all I'll say.
Okay.
Yeah, you see, think about all the nasty shit your cat does.
Okay.
There's even a saying that one of your favorite movies, I ain't gonna say what it is, but there's a saying in one of your favorite movies about what a cat does, and this person doesn't.
Okay.
They had a scene with that cat woman and a dog man involving ass, and I'm just like, ugh, man, come on, y'all. I do have some criticisms on some things.
Oh, one of my favorite movies is I'm involved with a cat.
Yeah,
okay.
you know what I'm talking about. I was like, when is it gonna sink in?
Yeah.
Yeah, what you're thinking about that cat does, this cat woman does.
Okay.
Which is it's a take on Catwoman, but it's too literal.
Yeah.
Like it's nasty. They could do a couple of nasty things with her. It's like, damn. Criticism that I have here. So they bring in at the last minute some Gen V characters, and it just feels like they just want to make some sort of way to have them do a
crossover,
crossover. Yeah, and I don't even think they were going to. I think they said we're going to even do that at first, but Homelander was in Gen V, so I was like, it only makes sense, and I think it's a great idea if they do crossovers, the same world, but the way they brought them in at the last minute, and I don't know what they'll do with them in episode 8, but it just feels like, man, y'all just kind of thrown in.
Ooh, if they don't finish all these storylines.
Yeah, see what I'm saying?
Then they can do Gen V season 3 and then finish those storylines there.
Don't nobody want that. Gen V is a spinoff of The Boys. It deals with a young generation going to like soup college. And it's good. It's actually really, it's in the spirit of The Boys. It's gross, it's nasty, it's violent. But the story actually ended up being pretty good. And the way it connected with The Boys is actually done well. But when they, they had, I ain't gonna say which characters, but they had a cameo by a couple of characters, and it just felt like that. It's just like, y'all not really adding anything to this.
Yeah.
This could have been done by characters in this show. The Deep, that character makes me laugh. He's just so pathetic.
Yeah.
And he's a takeoff of Aquaman. He's talking to fish. Sometimes, and this is even something that's happened in all the other episodes or seasons. Sometimes him talking to fish is even too cartoony for this, and they really double down on it here.
Oh, okay.
But it does, and I'm saying that's a criticism. It's a small criticism because it does lead to something really funny.
Okay.
And there were parts of episode 5. So episode 5 this season, there's one section that took me out the movie because it's too much like a Seth Rogen movie.
Oh.
Yeah, it really does bring attention on itself. And I was like, all right, you know what, man, that's okay. This is Seth Rogen being Seth Rogen now. Like I'm pointing to this movie that this is the end.
Yeah.
There's a part in there that feels like that.
Okay.
And that's all I'll say. You'll know when you see it. And this is like, man, this is kind of really, really ruining the flow of this now. It's really, it's almost too, it's too meta, man. It's like bringing attention way too much to like, big cameos and whatnot.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. So, and it just stops everything. So, yeah, man, overall, listen, say what you will about the social commentary of this show. If that last episode is great, if that last episode nails it, if it's just even good and satisfying, this show will be stronger in the future. Because this is when we would look back with disgust and bewilderment of MAGA. And some people, they're going to have other people looking at this show right here and asking those people, what you thinking?
Yeah, how did you not know?
Yeah, exactly. How did you support that? How did you fall for that? There's going to be a couple of things like that, a few things out there like that. But yeah, I you know what? How does it end? Can't really tell you because they didn't give me the last episode. I will say though, it's a good sign that I'm very excited to see the last episode to see what happens.
To wait those 7 or 8 weeks.
Man, y'all need to stop playing with people's emotions like this. But we'll see. So I'm not giving this a rating, but I'm very much looking forward to the last episode. We'll do a big review of that when it happens. So yeah, it would not be fair for me to say anything. I'll just say that it has been a very fun ride, and they've done some great writing along the way. Some problems, some bumps here and there, but really it's still impressive what they do here.
All right, good to know. I'm starting to reach that point where the shows I'm watching are winding down.
Yeah. Well, this is one of them. So we'll see what happens. Well, would you look at that? You made it to the end of the video. That means you really like us. So just go ahead and press that like button and subscribe while you're at it. And check out our other channels, our social media like Instagram, TikTok, and our Patreon where we have new stuff coming up all the time. And we'll see you on the next video.